Alright, the chain mitts. color is oh really? Fucking color. That's crazy. Yeah. I gotta change my shoes, my fucking shoes and shit. What the fuck? What do I have extra boxes for?
The spotlight is on you, 2K community. Here are your top plays of the week. Let's throw down in Old Town with K-Ran 1. Sets a bone-rattling screen and rim runs for the off-backboard jam. K screened, K ran, K slammed, and then K laughed. Having fun in the Old Town Park for sure. Pro hopping over to the wreck with Deuce. Sprints back on D to reject the Wemby build layup. Then paces through the paint for a putback punch. Running hard, making plays, and not just that, making top plays. From paint patroller to...
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. And despite having a generational talent in Wembanyama, Shams, the Spurs never skipping steps. They've got great detail to everything they do.
The Spurs draft and develop, that has been their calling card. San Antonio may not be a big free agent destination and magnet, but who knows, with Victor Wembanyama there, they're going to have the ability to attract players, potentially go after players in trades. They have a ton of capital assets, draft picks that they can trade. And Victor Wembanyama has the ability to be a generational star, like you said, Kevin. Players will eventually want to be.
Quickly, can you even go back to a time when they've added Wembanyama, they've added Lively in Dallas, the Thunder's Chet Holmgren, what he did as a rookie? These young bigs have been sensational to watch. The size that the league has added has been off the charts.
And the center position might just be back, but let's look at that 2023 NBA draft. Let's revisit that in 5 to 6 years. That could be a draft that eventually will be regarded among the very best.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. In it forward for them, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with MP. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle. And for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with the
They say the vertical is Will Castle's lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Passes it to Hayes. He feeds it to MP. And they're pushing it up. Pulls up for 3. Tries again. Play shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. LeBron James on the wing. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 5. How expansion is coming, Shams. Is the league ready, in your estimation, for some more cities and new teams?
The NBA seems to be ready. I think I'm ready. Kevin, are you ready? Because the last expansion was, what, 20 years ago? That's the longest wait for this league since it began. And so I think Adam Silver and this league are going to take their time and really figure out exactly where they want to expand to. But the question is, Kevin, are you ready?
I am always ready. I know the league is looking even overseas or even maybe south of the border for a possible new entrant. But the league has got so much talent on the bottom half of these rosters. I definitely think it's time.
And there's a great app.
Lakers trail by 6. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. It's hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 in the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second one.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Man, we are struggling. This is crazy, bro. I'm fucking losing.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And, David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report.
And, guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from MVP. San Antonio making a switch here. Mamu Kalishvili is checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Hachimura comes in for Goodwin. And Vincent subbed in for Doncic. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with it?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. This their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I think they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Well, these are the games you get up for, regardless of how you play late.
And the Lakers call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. You look at Castle, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
He's scoring.
And so it's San Antonio.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Spurs 45. The Lakers 38. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Doncic. So the Lakers 5 right now. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. MP is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Hayes. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's MP. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound in this one. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. With the teardrop, basket counts. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
MP, that's for 2. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And the potential Castle has is intriguing. When he's scoring like this, you wonder how dominant he can be moving forward.
Here's Doncic. Doncic converts right through the defense.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Fox passes to Sohan. From outside, off the mark.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
MP, that's for 2. Again, the Lakers. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Castle. That 3 off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And Hayes throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Castle. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Doncic kicks to MP. Back to Doncic. At the elbow, it's MP. 6 to shoot. San Antonio with the rebound. Sohan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Fox. Hands it from downtown. Fox has got 12.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's a player's lead, which certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Changes for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. And MP subbed in for Austin Reeves. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Castle in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
MP, the shot comes out. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Vassell. Offensive rebound to the wing right side. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Doncic finds Hachimura. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. MP outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And the Lakers with another miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Pass to Hachimura. MP against Vassell. Another miss by MP.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And it's Sochan missing. Lakers trail by 12. Lobbed up there for Hachimura. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that play showcasing Hachimura's hops. He just pops up and slams that one home.
Here's Castle. Trying to find Vassell. He gets it to him. Basket good.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
The pass to Hachimura. The dish to MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
A floater, and it's denied.
And Vassell there using that 6'10 wingspan to his advantage. He is an impactful defender. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 9. 1:52 left to play here in the fourth. And now we present a New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. That is good. The Spurs lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from MP.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Fox passes to Sochan. Pass to Castle. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with his constant change of pace.
So he gets them both. LA has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Doncic finds MP. Rebounded by Castle. Fox passes to Wembanyama.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And here's MP for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Number 7, second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox.
And he knocks down the first one.
I got the most points on fucking team. I only got
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is...
I don't know, I had badges, bro. What? Oh, okay. Wait, okay.
Great choice. That's a difference maker. Great choice. That's a difference maker.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams at the small forward spot. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Now here's Thomas. The layup off target. To the paint. Here's Duren. Good defense by Claxton. Russell against Cunningham. Thomas passes to Russell. And there's the pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And the precision passing of Russell, this time out of the pick and roll.
And here's Cunningham. Harris outside. The shot. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Pass to Thompson for 3. Here's Duren. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Outside, Russell. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Thompson into the lane, and Thompson throws it down.
So fast of foot, on the run, Asir, tough to catch.
Russell passes to Williams. Down low, here's Claxton. The shot that time, not on target. Great defense that time from Duren. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Harris. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Purely a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Thomas. To halt the run. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Thomas got 5 points so far.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Cunningham. In the corner, it's Duren. Pocket 6. And the rejection by Claxton. Williams scanning the floor. Russell finds Thomas. The wing jumper off target. Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
The Pistons, 7.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
And it's Detroit's ball. Russell is out there with Johnson. Then there's Trendon Watford. Then it's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the 3. So that's the Nets' 5. Here's Holland. Fontecchio passes to Holland. Just 5 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Holland's got his first basket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
It's Russell with the drive. Detroit with the rebound. Here's the floater, and it's blocked. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And the Nets making a change here. Brownie's checked in. Now Schroeder. And that one, good. Schroeder's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Detroit making a switch. Sasser's checked in. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Trailing by 4. 2 on the clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Beasley has the ball here for Detroit. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And he makes the first. Williams, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Here's Sasser after Keon Johnson's bucket. Now the pass to Harris. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Nets.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Yep, it counts.
Wilson from Johnson.
52 seconds left now here in the second. Beasley against Williams. Pass to Sasser. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Stewart. Here's Beasley. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Sharp, and it's Johnson in for Wilson. Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit. Clock is at 3. Beasley can't get that one to fall.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now here's Johnson. Still yet to score. Here's Clowney. And it's all evened up.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Cunningham outside. tie game in Brooklyn. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
The Pistons, 13.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
Over to Kenny. What you think about Detroit?
The role could be unwritten. They've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. Defense, you all of that's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Pistons shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Russell. Rebounded by the Pistons. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Dishes to Cunningham. From deep. And they get it back. Thompson passes to Duren. Pistons passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Harris drives in.
And oftentimes it's Harris spotting up. That drive may have caught the defense napping. And I really like the aggression.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Nets trail by 4.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Bounce pass, Russell. Thomas kicks to Russell. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Claxton the pass to Thomas. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Johnson against Harris. Rebound by Williams. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. He dishes it to Johnson. Russell passes to Claxton. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. Pistons leading by 4. Here's Cunningham. And the rejection by Claxton. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. A different look here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Harris. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Schroeder missing. The Nets shooting around 41% on the night. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy from the D. Afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Nets making a switch here. Brownie's checked in. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Malik Beasley comes in for Hardaway. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Thomas. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. And it's good off the back rim and in. Thomas got the game tied up here for the Nets.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Cam Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Cunningham kicks to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Here's Thomas. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. To the inside. And Duran slams it in.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Thomas, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Shooting for Detroit. Malik Beasley. Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, what you love about Malik Beasley is his willingness to always hunt for opportunities to score it. He understands what the strength of his game is, and he goes out and tries to execute.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Harris is checked in for Stewart, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Malik Beasley. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And Claxton throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Hardaway, following the bucket by the Nets. Thomas grabs the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Williams for 3. They get it again. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Harris passes to Cunningham. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Russell with it. And it's Thomas at the elbow. Rebounded by Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It's proving very difficult to guard Tim Hardaway Jr. without fouling the guy, especially when he's this aggressive.
The line for the Pistons, Tim Hardaway Jr. shooting 2.
The first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
The Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And the Nets with possession here. Passes it to Thomas. Oh, good that time. Good D by Thompson. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Detroit. Thompson. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
This rookie, Thompson, is special. A talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Nicholas Claxton. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. The line for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
And it's Detroit's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Now here is Hardaway. And so the Pistons take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
It's Thursday afternoon, and we've got basketball on the agenda. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital. And second chance points may just decide this game.
Murray against Young. Now Murray. Here's Brown. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. And here's Gordon from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And out on the wing, Zach Risache has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Murray passes to Gordon. Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. Over Johnson. Jokic shot is good.
Yeah, guarding Jokic is pretty much a guessing game. He's so unpredictable as a player.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. Down low. Here's Murray. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
Pass to Johnson. And he drives in. Gordon pulls it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Young. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Young against Murray. Pass to Brown. Gordon down low. Shoots over Johnson. Gordon can't hit. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Young. And that misses. That would have put them up for Denver. They've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Jokic passes to Murray. Out left to the wing. Here's Brown. From outside, off the mark.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Here's Daniels, defended by Murray. Outside Young. The 3 is up. The shot off that time. Now here's Jokic. Fires in the triple. Jokic has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Nuggets ahead, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for Denver. Westbrook runs the point with Murray to his side. Aiden Watson is out there with Dario Saric. And it's Najee in at the center position. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Outside man. Pass to Krejci. Now LeVert. Denver grabs the miss.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Watson passes to Šarić. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Hawks trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. LeVert, that's good. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
I like the effort there from Šarić on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
Denver shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Throw good, Šarić. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, BA, it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Nance, he's checked in for the Hawks. Gay comes in for Niang. And both free throws good for Šarić.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Krejci, pounded by Westbrook. Outside man, shot clock at 5. Here's LeVert. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Murray. Outside Watson. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Great D that time from Mann. Hawks trail by 4. Here's Krejci. No points yet. LeVert outside. Pass to Krejci. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Second chance effort. And there's a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
The Hawks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Young with it. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And no good. trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nuggets ahead, up 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball off the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Denver?
Playing on the road is having no effect on you. I mean, when you're playing, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Hawks trail by 4. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Outside Young. Pass to Risache. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets lead by 4. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Outside Young. About a minute played here in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Risache. Launches it. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Risache's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Murray deciding where to go with it. Gordon, it's good on the putback.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
High post Young. He's against Murray. Fearless Trae Young.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Here's Murray. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
And Murray drops them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Hawks trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Watson passes to Saric. Rebound Atlanta. LeVert left side.
So tough to negate LeVert's wingspan when he's in attack mode. It's one of his deadliest characteristics.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Caris LeVert, 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Man, he's checked in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Denver. Brown's checked in for Murray. So he comes up empty, missing both. And so Porter will bring it up for the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Westbrook taking his time here. Here's Brown. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
An aggressive move, takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Westbrook lays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got his first basket.
Now this is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Can't nail the jumper. And so it's the Denver Nuggets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Nuggets lead by 7. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Christian Brown out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Westbrook. Okongwu with the rebound. And the Hawks shooting 36% for the game. Not great. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Denver ball.
And Denver shooting only 39% so far in the game. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. Outside Porter. It's rebounded by Riziche. Hawks trail by 7. Here's Daniels. 4-3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
To the inside. Jokic powers it in.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Young. Nails the baby hook.
They recognized what the defense was allowing and took full advantage.
The Nuggets lead by 7. Westbrook outside. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Good D by Kangwoo.
Okay. Better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Fearless from Young inside.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Okongwu. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Here's Daniels. Clock at 6. Okongwu. Pass to Young. Here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And here's Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Westbrook. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Atlanta making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. On defense, the Hawks. A great 4th quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Porter, the pass to Brown. And again, Denver no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Right wing. Here's Young. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
And an intentional foul right there.
His second. Team second. Shooting for Denver. Jamal Murray. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're behind by 5. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves, battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Jamal Murray. 2 shots.
drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're down by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
.15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three from Reza Shea. Atlanta gets it back to the left wing. The three, no good on the shot. And so it's Denver with the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Nikola, you really asserted your impact right from the opening tip. What was the key to your success tonight?
I mean, it's not just me, it's of course my teammates. I think we opened the game really good in the first quarter, and we just continued to play aggressive, and that's how we won the game.
Always giving credit to his teammates, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I'll get it later.